What's up everybody, it's Matt from TDM Style here. Welcome back to the channel once again, and welcome back to pink hair, bitch! Yes! I'm excited. It's been a minute since I've done pink hair, and it was springtime. Well, it is springtime, so I thought it was due time to go back. And today we're having a look at not one, not two, but three. My mind just went blank. Styling products from a Canadian brand called GROOM, which you may have seen recently over on Modern Man TV. So today we're going to be talking about the styling mist with sea salt, the styling cream, and the styling clay. So a little bit about the brand. I mentioned already, they're from Canada, so they have their workshop in Montreal, and that's actually where they cook up all their formulas. They've been around since 2013, and kind of their whole thing is making, their formulas to use natural ingredients that are good for your hair, but also are eco-friendly, and their whole practice is like they're plastic negative, so they work with repurposed global, so every plastic that they use, they remove, I don't know, there's a bunch of stats I can put up here. But really just good business practices and like good humans. Like, it's just a nice thing to see. But yeah, with that, let's actually crack into a bitch and start talking about these products, starting first, as usual, with packaging and pricing. Starting out with the styling mist. Now this can be purchased in either a 4.05 fluid ounce or 120 ml bottle, which I have here, or you can get twice the size of that, 8.1 fluid ounces or 240 mils. And the prices on those are 24 Canadian dollars, which is about just shy of $19 US, or 34 Canadian dollars for the larger size, which is about $27 US. Which I'm gonna mention now before I forget, since I just said the first prices. They are currently doing like a spring 10% off sale, so you can save a few bucks if you wanted to buy these now. Now, both the styling clay and styling cream will come in these 2 ounce or 60 ml amber glass jars with metal lids. The cream has a silver lid, and the clay has a white lid, both of which have this little concierge man on there, which actually they talk a little bit about in their about page. It says, to embody the helping hand our products offer, we chose the emblem of a lobby boy called GROOM in French. I don't know, I wish I could pronounce French words, because a lot of these names would probably sound lovely. Anyway, who is the concierge in training from luxurious hotels of bygone days. And in terms of pricing, the clay and the cream will both come in at $27 Canadian, which is about $21 US. And again, right now they're doing a 10% off sale, so they're cheaper than that. Now, in terms of the specs on all of these, I'll read, they have a little blurb about each one, naturally, on their website. So starting with the styling mist, this one says, for that untamed summer look, a hugely versatile sea salt spray that immediately boosts volume and delivers texture to the hair. Just the right balance of sea salt for texture and our natural fixing agent. The result is an outcome that will work wonders on its own for a look au naturel with a soft hold, or in combination with our other styling products to boost their effects. It will also instantly bring back to life hair that's been dulled by a ball cap or a bike helmet, and this is listed as a light fragrance of citrus and fresh herbs. Herbs? Herbs? I kind of like herbs. Herbs. Next, for the styling clay, this says, go clean and be seen, a modern polyvalent styling product with a true matte finish. It performs impeccably, affords volume, and washes out easily. Our styling clay is composed entirely of ethical and clean ingredients. You'll find a blend of natural oils and waxes, fine clays, and a groundbreaking fixative of vegetable origin. Suitable for all hair types, but ideal for fine hair. Water-soluble, petro-free, no synthetic polymers, and you can simply wash it out with a gentle shampoo. And this one says a light fragrance of citrus and sage. And finally, the styling cream on the jar. This one says light and versatile. This says styling cream for a natural look, a supple hold, and clean ingredients. Easy to apply, instantly softens the hair and styles effortlessly with a low shine and a medium pliable hold. Water-soluble, washes out easily. Natural ingredients are gentle to the scalp and don't dry your hair out. Suitable for all hair types, ideal for medium to thick hair. And again, no petro or synthetic polymers, and this one is a light scent of juniper and lime. Yeah, so as far as the ingredients on these, the ingredient lists are pretty large. So I'm not going to read through them all, but I'll put them in the description box down below for you guys. But suffice to say, they are both water-based, as you might expect. I mean, it said in the description that they're water-soluble, and they are. And yeah, we've got some things like the clay, we've got some beeswax, shea butter, Cerifero wax, cocoa butter, lots of different oils, and you know, it wouldn't be a clay without clay in it, and this has some bentonite in there. I'm not seeing our best boy kaolin clay in here. This one looks like bentonite only, which is fine. We just don't get the kaolin meme today. So the styling cream, yeah, this one's like water, shea butter, a bunch of oils, just, yeah, a lot of stuff that's gonna be like really good for your scalp and everything. I'm not seeing this has a little bit of bentonite in it too, much later in the formula than the clay, as you might expect, because this one isn't a clay. But yeah, as I said, full ingredient list in the description down below. Now, for everybody's favorite category, shit. We gotta talk about dem scents. So we'll start with the styling mist. This one did say citrus and herbs. Oh, I gotta tickle my nose. It does smell really good though. I will say up front, these are all very light scents. They're very just kind of natural smelling. And we'll get into the other two in a second, but I wanted to say this off the bat, that if you've ever used products from like Sheer Revival or Earth Made, these scents are very familiar, reminiscent of those, just that very kind of natural, little bit of citrus, little bit of herb, little bit of woodiness. This one, I feel like it's got a little bit of peppery note in it, a little bit of sweetness. It's just very nice, but very light, very clean. And once you've got it worked into the hair, you won't smell it anymore. Now the clay, this one was citrus and sage. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very, very light. Lighter than the spray, I would even go as far as to say. But yeah, a little bit of sage, very little bit of citrus, and then the rest you can kind of smell the clay in there, just very natural. And last but not least, the styling cream. This was juniper and lime. Limes. I think this one is my favorite. It is very like lime forward and like real lime, not that fake weird lime shit that you get in other things. It smells like lime zest. And I just got some on my nose, so that's nice. And yeah, a little bit of that like piney juniper note in there. So it smells kind of like a gin and tonic, which is one of my favorite beverages, so that's probably why I like it. All right, now into the demo footage. So we'll start out with the one that makes the most sense to start out with, and that will be the styling mist. So as usual, we're coming in here with freshly washed hair that is still damp, and we're going in with just 3 or 4 spritzes of this. You don't need a lot. It works very well with a small amount of product. Now you could, of course, like if you wanted to go for that wavy beachy look, you could just kind of scrunch this in and let it air dry or diffuse it with some, low heat, low speed. But you could also go in as I normally would with the blow dryer on full blast and go through with my normal blowout. And here are those results. Big ass volume. Yeah, I mean, serious volume, really great texture. And one thing that I always note about a really good sea salt spray is that this does not feel dry at all. My hair feels soft and silky and healthy, and it's just got this great volume and body to it, but it feels completely weightless and bouncy. Yeah, this is a wonderful sea salt spray. Really, really enjoy it. And of course, so you could use this on its own, as they said. But my favorite way to use it was to follow it up with the styling cream. So let's look at that one next. So in this particular demo, we're starting out here with the hair that I've just blow dried with the sea salt spray in, and now we're going in with just about a dime-sized amount of the styling cream. Now, first of all, the scoop and the breakdown on this is so smooth. It's like a cloud. It's just slick and smooth, and it just feels really good in the hands, and it feels great applying it to the hair. There is zero tug or pull. It works its way in effortlessly, and it feels nice. Like everything about these two products, especially together, just make my hair feel so nice. It does definitely give you a little bit of a natural shine. It bumps up the texture a little bit, and it's just gonna bump up the hold to right around a medium, but it still feels very lightweight and bouncy and movable and pliable. And yeah, I love it. That's actually what I've got in my hair today as well, and it feels so good, dude. Yes! And last but not least, we have the styling clay. Now this demo, I started out with a clean slate, so this is freshly washed, blow-dried hair, pre-styled only with a bit of 25 spray for smoothing. I didn't put the sea salt spray in before this one. Now this one definitely has a much thicker scoop. It's got that waxy feel to it, and it has that, it's just a very, I mean, if you've ever used anything that's bentonite heavy, that's what this feels like. So it's waxy, but it's got that bentonite, like very smooth, but dry grittiness to it. That's a weird description, smooth and gritty in the same sentence. I don't know, you know what I mean. Now this one, I definitely will advise you, as they mentioned, it's ideal for finer hair types. Now you know me, thick, wavy, coarse hair boy. This got very aggressive very quickly. So it does break down smooth and it starts getting into the hair easily, but it starts to set up pretty much immediately. So that I had a considerable amount of tack and tug and pull. And to be quite honest, it's not the most comfortable application. It just feels very strong. Now they are saying that this will give you an all-day hold on the jar. It just says matte and volumizing on the jar, which it is. So here's the finished result. It's definitely very matte. It's got a very dry, gritty feel, which, I mean, most clays that are bentonite based have that effect for me. And it does feel like a medium firm, like a pretty strong hold here. Now I will say throughout the day, the stickiness and that kind of dry, tangly feeling that happens to me with these kind of drier products does taper off a little bit. It helps if you go through with a comb as well. And as like the kind of natural oils of my hair start to come back towards the end of the day, it does feel a little bit less dry. Now, this one I do have end of the day footage to see how that hold was. You can see the volume deflated slightly, but we're still looking pretty good. And this is one of those products that, you know, if I sleep on it the next day, it feels a little bit better as I have like some more oil in my hair to kind of balance out the dryness. But yeah, I could definitely see how this would be very effective for those of you with finer hair, because it does give you that plump of plump. It does, it boosts your volume with that bentonite clay. Because of the grittiness and fullness, which for me means dry, tangly ends, but for finer haired people, it means great fucking texture. Now, in terms of the washout, both of these are super simple. They mentioned with the clay that you could use just a light shampoo. For me, I find both of these to come out basically completely with just water. But yeah, otherwise, any kind of light shampoo, cleanser, or whatever, they'll just easily come right out. I'm not even gonna try to whistle today because I still can't do it. And my mouth is dry from talking. But yeah, overall thoughts on... I gotta stop doing that. Overall thoughts on the GROOM hairstyling products. Really enjoy these. The styling mist is amazing. This is just a fucking great sea salt spray. Really love this. Super light fragrance. Light, easy to use, not drying to the hair at all. Makes your hair just feel super healthy and great. And as I mentioned before, pairing it with the styling cream is like the stuff of dreams. It's really a wonderful combination. The styling cream is great on its own also, but really those two together is like dream team. And yeah, the clay, as I mentioned, it's not great for me just because it's so dry and very, you know, matte finish. But yeah, I think for fine-haired people, it would be great. For me, it was just a little bit too dry, tuggy, pulley, so I definitely much prefer the styling cream, especially because lately I've been sticking with this kind of very flowy, bouncy, like lighter to medium hold look, and I just really like that, and that's exactly what that provided for me, especially when combining it with the sea salt spray. So yeah, overall, really great products. I really like what they're doing as a brand in terms of the whole like eco-friendly thing. And they've got a bunch of other products too. They have like shampoo and conditioner and skincare and soap and beard care and all kinds of stuff. So definitely worth checking out. And yeah, as I mentioned, they're doing a spring 10% off sale right now on the hair products. So if you wanted to check them out, now's a great time and you can save yourself a couple bucks. So that wraps things up for today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this and found it helpful. Please do stay tuned. I have lots more goodies coming. We have some new fresh stuff coming in from Lodestar and from Gerson and Company. Yeah, lots of goodies. I'm planning to do a little bit of a spicy Dr. Squatch video too, so keep an eye peeled. I'm having real weird phrases today. Keep your eyes peeled That's the phrase for that. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date with everything. And actually, please do subscribe because like 85% of my viewership are not subscribed. Just hit the button, it's free. But as always, thank you so much for coming by and watching. And we'll see y'all at the next one.